Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Chained Echoes. Last time... Oh, there's an autosave. Right, I turned off the autosaving mechanism at some point, and so this is the save I want to load. Last time we did kind of a chapter 1 kind of thing, I guess, that was mostly tutorial and was stuff that happened like a year in the past. And now we have Len, who is actually the princess from another city, but is like undercover and with Rob as part of the city watch in this city, and I forget the names of the city. And we're supposed to... There's some quest information that typically shows up. Oh, new skills in the bottom left. So I also need to check that out. Right. There is a tutorial about the skills menu. So, set skills. Equipped action skills. We have Water Thrust, Cleanse, and Fire Thrust. And it shows us levels. And... why are there like 3 descriptions over here to the right? There aren't any passive skills. Character action skills, class action skills. Interesting. Okay, so there's per character and per class as well, it seems like. And what happens if I do this? Character action skills, character action skills. I see, these are for the 2 characters. That's Rob and that's Len. Alright, and it seems like these are the ones that are currently equipped, I guess. So if I just get out of here, what does learn skills do? Skills to learn. Learn 6 more skills above. Alright, so there's passives. And there's stars on these 3, which are the ones I already had. There's stats in the bottom, and so if I hit the spacebar in this, do you want to learn Wind Thrust? I'm going to say no. Do I have like a skill point to use? It looks like in the upper right, with Len, it says that there's 1 star, and so I guess she could learn 1 more. So let's see, stat booster, add 10 health points, 2 magic points, 2 attack points, and 5 tech points. How many health points does she currently have? Okay, well here's Len's equipment. She has 83 HP. And so if I go into her skills and say learn skills and do a stats booster, do you want to learn health points plus 10? Let me say yes. Additionally, the following stats have risen. HP plus 3, TP plus 2, attack plus 1, magic, defense, mind. Okay. Alright. And so, yeah, in the upper right now, there's 0 stars. Okay, so she had, like, a star to spend in the upper right. And so if I go and take a look at her again, now her HP is 94, so it went up. Okay. I guess I understand that. And so if I say learn skills on Rob, he has Poison Shot, Power Shot, he has a passive of Counter Cure. Oh, interesting. Curing a random ailment on self. Interesting. And Pandemic. Spread poison or toxic to other enemies. Interesting. And Explosion Track. Pandemic sounds pretty interesting. Let's learn that. That will also give me attack plus 1. Alright, great. Okay. I'm not sure if those were good skills to choose, but I just kind of wanted to get that done, to get it off the screen. And I have a feeling like things are going to go easy on us here at the beginning. And as I get a little bit more familiar with all the battle systems, I'll have more thoughts and insights onto how to use them effectively. So I guess there's like an air conditioner over there in the wall. Not sure how much detail I should be trying to look into all these spots. And journal, quest, whatever. Usually there's something on the screen that tells me what my current active quest is, I feel like. Check the armed person in front of the city gates. Because we're trying to keep the peace during the festivities. Right. She had spotted something suspicious from up on the roof. And so I guess that's what we need to do. And there is a little green arrow on the doormat in front of this place, so I guess we can go in here. And there's someone to talk to. I'm baking pastries to sell to the people. You want to know the secret ingredient? Is it love? I'm thinking it's love. It's wood! You don't believe me? Whiskey gets its flavor from wooden barrels as well, and don't forget crescent cheese pressed through wood. I use it as a flour for these pastries. Alright. It's not what I was expecting. And he does say the same thing if I try to talk to him again. Do we think there'll be, like, secrets in the fireplace? It doesn't even look like I can walk over to the fireplace, so I guess I don't have to worry about that. There's a book on the table. Can I read it? Or on the shelf? I guess not. There was another doorway back here. Could I go further into the back? It doesn't appear so. Alright. And, oh, wow, look at the parallax and, like, looking down into the city square down there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm still kind of in the early game, just exploring everything that's available to me. So it might go a little bit slowly. I'm sure it'll speed up. Okay, I found some, what once again is presumably money. That looks a lot like the commander dude. And there was like it was like a blue, like, shark dolphin creature or whatever, and you look more yellowish or whatever. Just sitting around here, but it doesn't seem like I can talk to you. Oh, and all of a sudden, cutscene. Elderly man, cursed feast. Is something the matter? Oh, it's you two. I'm just so very disappointed by this view. All of this is so wrong. What do you mean? 6 generations. That's how long this war lasted. I'm 72 years old, and even my great-grandfather was born during this war. This country has known nothing but hatred and pain for a very long time. But yet, look how forgetful these people are. They cheer their fellow countrymen's murderers. If forgiveness is the price for their dream of peace, they seem willing to pay it. People have paid higher costs for their dreams. After all that's happened during the war, forgiveness is not a cheap price to pay, then. But this might be something only we elderly can understand. I'm sorry, ignore the ramblings of an old man. Len! There's someone named Ro. If it isn't the greatest pilot in all of Ascania, this is the first time I've seen you in your fancy uniform. Terrible, isn't it? Ha ha. It is kind of terrible. Look at the shoulder pads on that crazy uniform. Len, our child was born this morning. It's a girl, the most beautiful girl in the world. That's wonderful. How's Gabriella? Which I presume is his wife. Excellent. Only because of you, they're both doing well. If you hadn't brought us the medicine... Okay, so backstory. I'd gladly pass on the thanks to my grandmother. She knew a lot about medicines. Must have been fate. Her name is Therilia. It's an old Bakian word for peace. My first daughter was born during the war, but Therilia has the chance to experience a time of peace. Horrors of war shall remain unknown to her, and I'll do everything to keep it that way. Ro. Remember, you saved the lives of my wife and daughter. I'm forever in your debt. There you are, Ro. Lady Elenia would like to meet our most famous pilot. Follow me. Oh well, obligations. If it benefits peace, I shall act as a showman. Until then. Alright, we're picking up bits of backstory, and I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to keep up with all of it. Oh, so many people to go talk to and places to go. Varnport isn't called the Dancing City for nothing. Long live our freedom! Are you going to do a dance? There's a dog here. I bet the doggy! Alright. It's now an official game. Can't have a video game these days if you can't pet the dog. I don't know the reasons, but some people are planning a riot today at the east gate of the palace. Okay, this is important information. And I found more money. Okay, so money sparkles. Great. East gate. There's a riot planned. Look at this! That looks amazing. Once upon a time, I played Rock Band with some friends. It was kind of like that. Oh yeah, that's the beat. Alright. So we've got some happy revelers. The cabs are a practical way to get from point A to point B. Farnsport is huge, after all. Alright, good to know. And yeah, as a reminder, I guess there's a festival, because I think this is like the 1 year of peace after all the places were at war or whatever. You cannot pass here. Alright. Usual kind of RPG. The world is large, but we should take a cab. It's faster. but the game is going to prevent me from going the wrong way, so that I can only go the right way. Looks like I can go in here, though. What's in here? Some money for me, perhaps? I see the sparkle on the chest that I missed coming in. Eye drops, presumably would cure blindness as a status effect. War lasted over 150 years. Now only 1 year has passed since the peace treaty, and everyone seems to have forgotten the atrocities of Terran. Okay, so yeah, different people have their own opinions on how quickly we've changed from wartime to peacetime. Oh, there's a kitty! I get to pet the kitty! And it makes some kind of... I don't know, I feel like in, like, Japanese comics or something that would represent some emotion, but I don't know exactly what. I found a snack. Nice. Alright, there's some books, empty things. There's someone that I might be able to talk to over here. Indeed, I can talk to them. My husband's wounds from the war have not yet healed, yet the former enemy is already celebrated within our walls. How can the Chancellor allow this? Okay. A lot of mixed feelings. Snack. Yum. I got a snack. It made it all worthwhile. Glad I came in this house. I got the petty kitty cat too. Where are the aforementioned cabs that I should be taking? Also, did I talk to you already? Yeah, dancing. Yep. What do we have over here? We have... I guess this is where I'm gonna take a cab. And you're like a giant pig man person? Oh, except for I can't actually interact with you. I was thinking this looks like you pay for a ticket to ride. Well, I guess that'd be like a train rather than a cab. Alright, I haven't been down here. What do we find here? The other side of the booth, but this time I can. Do you want to leave the city? Yes, please. Alright. And so is that just like an exit? There's no reason to return to Farnsport. Okay. I'm kind of unclear. There was something like east of the city gates, and then there was someone that we were going to go... Oh, and apparently there's battles randomly outside. Okay, so let's not forget the overdrive meter. This will be my first time using this pair to do a battle. And so let's check out, let's see, water thrust, fire thrust. Let's try fire thrust on the pig. Bazinga! Alright, and then you have poison shot, power shot. Power shot sounds good. Okay, so you've got a bow and arrow. Great. And the pig hits for not too much, so I'm not too worried about this. And that was a weakness, apparently. Hitting with the fire shot. Turns out that pigs don't like being set on fire. I'm in my overdrive now. And you're almost dead, so this will probably kill you. Sure enough. Oh, thin hide. I got a material. And 1 SP. Great. Okay. What am I doing here? Bitter onion. Just lying on a bridge. It's not exactly where one expects to find an onion, in my experience. Usually I find them in a bag in the kitchen. Look over there, Rob. Ah, is that the suspicious person that she saw? That's the person I saw earlier. Called it. He does indeed carry a weapon. Right. She was looking through like a spyglass and thought he had a weapon and Rob couldn't see it. Let's follow him. Oh, there's a bunch of people out here too. Is that another onion? It's a plain stone. Fantastic. What are all these people doing? Oh man, I can't see Lady Pernella's convoy from here. I wish I was younger so I could climb up this cliff here and get a better look. Okay, telling me what to do. Great. And do you have a little, like, bag sign? Or are you going to be someone I can buy and sell from? Merchant. There's a lot of people here. Maybe I can sell a thing or two. Shop. I possibly have 1,000 money. And let's see. Panacea cures an act. Eye drops cure blind. Alarm clock cures sleep. So basically a lot of curatives. Angel wings. Do I still have the inventory that I had in the first chapter? Probably not. But let's actually check that. What is currently in my inventory, if I can find it? Item. Snacks, sweets, angel wings, eye drops. Yeah. I think basically the inventory stuff that I had from before. Oh, I didn't realize if I tab over... I see. Loot. Bitter onion, plain stone. Materials. Thin hide. Key items, none. Okay, so there's like 4 types of items, and I appreciate the way that they're kind of presented in this menu. That's easy to deal with. And so apparently I'm supposed to climb these rocks. Yes, great. So I can climb that like a ladder. And so somebody's convoy is coming up over here. But I need to check out what's on the sign. Beware of goblins. And the guy went over here. And are you a goblin? You look like a... some kind of flying insect carrying fuzzy dice? No, they're boxing gloves. Okay. Let's try a water attack on you. What are you? You are a box fly. Oh, box fly. Haha. He's boxing. Alright. And let's try... let's try a poison shot on you. Alright, I poisoned it. Great. Uses physical evade maneuver. Alright, let's try a fire thrust. Let's see what you think of that. That worked just fine. Looks like you're still getting poisoned as well. Inflicts poison with a potency of 0.8 for 5 turns. Oh, that's just the description of my... what do you call? Alright, let's try a power shot. I missed, but we did get into overdrive. Boxfly uses pummel. Alright, I'm not too worried. Is this going to finish you off? Alright, and we got a boxing glove, which I believe had... was that the symbol of loot? I want to just kind of learn these symbols now. Boxing glove was apparently loot. So materials, it looks like, have a little diamond-shaped symbol. Loot, it seems like, is stuff that goes in a bag. Usables have their own symbols, and then key items would look like a key, I guess. Alright, and the guy that we saw was moving leftwards. Can I go off screen to the left? I can. Alright, great. So I might have missed more in that screen, but I'm okay with that. Can I go underneath the waterfall? I can. Fantastic. Where are we? We're hiding. And I found a fairy wing, which is another bit of loot. And it looks like I could jump across here just by pressing to the left. Great. Alright, dirty wool. Fantastic. Wouldn't want any clean wool. Definitely the dirty stuff is where it's at. Okay, so I think I do need to go in that direction because I thought I saw something over there, but before I do, there are more battles that we could choose to get into. And... like the flowers or the leaves up here? I got into the battle and I didn't quite mean to. That's fine. Okay, I don't know that this battle will be interesting, so perhaps we'll skip ahead. Alright, the Boxfly has managed to avoid a number of my attacks, and I've actually run out of TP on one of my characters. And so I guess you just have enough TP again. Len does. Okay, and we did manage to finish off that battle. But that's the first time I've spent all of my TP before. I was trying to come up here because, yeah, when I get near these plants, they kind of rustle as I go by. And I was just trying to see if there's anything there. Oh! That's actually probably where I need to go. It's funny because I don't enjoy it when I'm watching other people do this, but trying to guess which direction is the main path versus the side path is not something I usually, I don't know, endorse. But this is clearly the main path, so I wanted to go visit that side path, and I did indeed find a treasure chest for doing that first. Termina Caves. Another earthquake? We never had as many in the last moons, as in the last moons. And yet those were only small ones. People say a massive earthquake is imminent. One as big as the one that devoured Nicaea. Do you think these ruins are from that time? From the time of Nicaea? Maybe. Many castles and watchtowers sank into the ground during that time. Once they were home to loyal soldiers. Today they offer shelter to only rats. And by rats, I mean them. Ah, okay. Bandit A, I'm telling you, we should get out of here. These ruins only bring bad luck. Everywhere you look, there's goblins, filthy creatures. Right, we saw the warning about the goblins. Well, if you were chased out of your home, you wouldn't be any nicer to them. Their home? Don't make me laugh. 2 years ago, there were no goblins here to begin with. I have no idea where they came from, but they don't own anything here. I'm not going to be exploited by those fine gentlemen up in their castles, only to be robbed by these creatures here underground. Come now, save your breath. You don't have a choice anyway. To heck with this world. Okay. Our target is not here. He must have gone deeper into the cave. At least you're right. They certainly look like robbers. The question is, what are they planning? That's what we need to find out. Okay. So, I'm curious if that causes a questy thing to appear in my journal. Investigate the cave. Alright, there was a time when that was like always appearing on screen, and now it's not. I wonder if there is an option related to that. I'm just curious really quick. Alright, I didn't see the option related to that, and so is this just the way back out of the cave? It is. Alright, fair enough. I went ahead and dropped a save, just to have one, but let's head into the cave. I did see... How come I can't get over there? Oh, that's on a lower level than I'm currently on. Kind of reading the 3D. It's taking a little bit of time for my eyes to parse. I saw that there was a treasure chest up and right of here, and something in the closet directly up, but it seems like we'll be fighting some bandits before then. Engage! Alright. Let's start with a fire thrust on you. That seemed to work fine. And then I'm going to try to use your poison pandemic kind of stuff, I think. So I'm going to do a poison shot on the other guy, who I haven't hit yet. And the next time around, I'll see if, like... Well, I could just poison shot the first guy, too. Let's see, and let's try a water attack, just in case there's some weakness. Although I think in your little description, I'm in overdrive now, that's great. So pandemic spreads to all enemies for a couple of turns. Yeah, it seems like poison shot is probably just as good. So I'll just do that. I don't think this is going to be a difficult battle. But I do appreciate the fact now that during longer battles, my TP with this party is going to be finite. And so if I just continually use my various skills, that one hit well. Great. Actually, I don't want to do the poison shot. Let's do a power shot. Because I think you're still already poisoned. But yeah, this is just 2 bandits, and already Len is down to only having enough TP to do one more, you know, super attack or whatever. So let's be wary of that. The door is locked. We need a key. Okay, I saw that there's a treasure chest in the upper right over there. So I just need to find my way around, I presume. And yeah, okay. Gonna have to get myself familiar with kind of reading the 3D-ness of this landscape. Something shiny was up here. It's an antidote. If I ever get poisoned, I will have some opportunity for relief. Oh! This is a... These guys... Oh, they must be goblins, based on the look of them. Alright, and Rob gets to go first here. Let's do a poison shot on the soldier or the shaman. Let's go after the shaman first, actually. Alright, he's been poisoned. He's using Fire Stare. Great. So if he's using fire, I'm going to try hitting him with water. It's not apparently a weakness. His soldier uses gibberish, which gave everybody a buff, I think is what I just read. And let's try a power shot. I guess you don't have strengths or weaknesses. Steal. So does that mean they're going to be able to steal from me, possibly? That seems like the type of thing that a goblin might do. I'm in overdrive. Sneaky stab. Mind break. Alright. And this would bring down my overdrive. They do have buffs. I think I'll just attack. Yeah, you're almost dead. Great. And over here, Rob didn't get a turn for some reason, I think. And sure, we'll just power shot. Len has a bunch more TP now. Let's try a Fire Thrust on you. That did pretty well. And sure, Power Shot. Oh, Len is down to 5 HP. I just noticed that. Fortunately, it didn't matter, and we survived. And as a result, we have found a shiny thing that I can't seem to interact with. There we go. Look at that. A key. I wonder what can open in here. Perhaps it's that door that I needed a key for earlier. That would be my guess. Alright, was there another way to go down here? There is. Alright, I'm glad I was just pressing downwards, because I did not actually spy with my eyeballs the climbable spot over there, and so this is presumably going to lead us back around to this chest I witnessed. Angel Wing ×2. That's good. Those revive fallen characters during battle. So I'm sure I will want to accumulate those, so that I have them available for some future boss battle. And now I guess I just go back around to where we got our original entrance. Can I possibly climb this vine? I cannot. And I don't think I ever went in this direction. And there's more enemies. Alright, oh, and they've done like a pincer maneuver and we're surrounded. And so presumably the guy behind us maybe has some advantage attacking us or something. So I think let's attack the soldier who's behind us, so that if he does deal extra damage, like, he'll be gone first. Angry Gibberish. And let's see, Cleanse does what? Removes target's buffs. I mean, I could do that. I think it's best probably to just deal as much damage as quickly as possible. So let's plan on that. And actually, if I do plan to do another poison shot, let's go ahead and get it on the shaman right now, so that over the next 5 turns the poison will be dealing some extra damage. And in the meantime, Len can be trying to finish off the soldier. Alright, I see that Rob's hit points are pretty far down. Actually, both of my characters getting a little bit low, but being in overdrive should help. And he might even die to the poison, so I'm going to attack the Goblin Shaman at this point. And is this guy still poisoned? He is still poisoned for 2 turns, so I think I'm going to attack the Shaman. Healing Totem. Oh! Oh, and he healed the other guy too! Oh, that's bad. My strategy. It did not pay off. They're both nearly down, and you still have poison going. So I'm going to attack the Shaman. Alright, that did finish you off. And I'll Power Shot you. Okay, these are actually closer, more difficult battles than I was kind of anticipating. It seems that this party is not as overpowered as the original one that we had in the first chapter when they were tutorializing everything. But now I should be able to open this. Sure enough. Oh, it was a doorway to like another location. I thought it was just going to be a closet that had some loot in it or something. Speaking of loot, here's another treasure box with some sweets. I like sweets. Yum, 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 yum. So clearly some bandits or goblins have been sleeping in here. And another cutscene. I feel like I've seen that guy before, possibly. That portrait. I might be making it up. It's like Matthew, but it's Matthey. Matthey, put these on. These are the uniforms of the palace guards. Ooh. Abelard. Huh. I haven't washed myself for 3 weeks, but the thought of wearing these uniforms makes me feel really dirty. Spare me a sense of humor. We share a goal, but that doesn't make us friends. No need to tell me that. Lady Parnella steadily approaches the city. Kill her while wearing these uniforms and make sure the people see you. Okay, so they're trying to start a war. They were accepting... So she's coming from another town. It's peacetime. And they want to make it look like the people of this town killed the leader of that town or whatever. I will watch the show from the city walls, but excuse me if I will not applaud. My reputation, you understand? We carry your secret to the grave, as discussed. Alright, Matthew's going away. He's an instigator. I know this man from somewhere. Yeah. This is our opportunity. Stop! City guards, you're under arrest. Look at that. So far away from your city walls, and yet so cheeky. The law of the strongest rules here. Get him. Ultra moves. Right. We were told that this was going to be another possible way that we could lower our overdrive status back in the overdrive tutorial. The ultra move bar will slowly fill. Once full, one of your characters can perform an ultra move by pressing R. The ultra move bar is automatically filled at the start of a boss battle. Okay, I see ultra move. It's above all my characters' HP and TP. And I guess this counts as a boss battle with 3 of these guys. And so, should I just perform an ultra move? No, because it lowers my overdrive. So I want to get an overdrive first before I spend it, I think. So the quickest way to get into overdrive will involve... let's attack this guy in front. Spending some actions that will up our drive. Interruption? An earthquake yet again? Wait, there's something beneath... Oh! I figured out why this is a boss battle. Whoa? Says Rob. A sandworm? Can't have an RPG without a sandworm. Okay. Presumably it's going to have a lot of hit points. It has a weakness to water drop. Whatever that is. Let's try poisoning it. Great. Let's try magical water attack. That was its weakness. Okay. And we're in overdrive. Also good. Great. So, Len is already down in some HP. Let's do a power shot? Question mark? Yeah, let's do a power shot. HP regen. That's not good. Alright, I'm going to have you use Water Thrust again, and I'm actually going to have Rob do the Ultra move. So now our overdrive meter is somewhat firmly in the middle, so let's see what the power Ultra move or whatever is. Oh, it tells you beforehand. Oh, and you can... Nature removes all negative ailments, raises resistance for all party members, and removes all enemy resistances. I see. And is that Rob's Ultra move, or is that the party's Ultra move? In order to find out, I'm going to have Rob do something different. And then try using the Ultra move from Len's turn. So I've extended poison. He is still healing, so those are kind of canceling each other out. So if Len tries an Ultra move, Supreme Elemental Rainfall deals high non-elemental magic damage to all enemies. Let's try that one. Alright, so our portrait appears on the screen, and then we get like a super duper... Yeah. It's a fancy move. And I was so busy looking at the fanciness I didn't notice how much damage that it dealt. But let's imagine it was a lot, and it was great. And oh, it brought my... I'm out of overdrive again. Okay, so I might have done that a little bit too early. I didn't notice just how much it was going to lower my overdrive status meter. And so being out of overdrive could be bad. Alright, we're back in overdrive. That's good. Water Thrust is good, but I'm already getting low on TP. And the Ultra move is going to take forever to refill. And let's see. This would lower the overdrive meter, which I don't want to do right now. So let's do this one. And the Sandworm, he is a boss. It just occurred to me, I don't think it shows me his what do you call? His HP meter, like it did on the other enemies. Uh-oh. Earthquake. Alright, it actually didn't hurt all that badly. So that's great. I can afford to turn down my overdrive. Removes target's buffs. Yeah, let's get rid of his healing regen, because that's definitely bothersome. And at this point, I want to keep overdrive up. So yeah, more poison shots. The poison was about to expire anyway. But now Rob is out of TP, and Len basically is too. So let's just do some basic attacks. Poison is dealing some extra damage, but I might need to defend or use items. Yeah, because Len's getting pretty low. Let's take a look at items. I've never used an item during battle. So, Snack heals a low amount of HP. Sweets restore some TP. So let's try a Snack for Lena. She's at 27. And now she's at 77. Okay, Snack is 50. Great. I might have seen that once before. I can't remember. And now she has enough TP to do a Water Thrust again. So let's continue doing that. There's another Earthquake. And Rob is kind of low as well. So let's have him also have a Snack. Ultra Move Bar is actually filling up somewhat quickly. Alright, and Len is just going to have to attack, or does she want to defend? She can afford to attack. Alright, he's not hitting too hard. And now she can do another Water Thrust, because she just got back up to 15. Great. And Rob... let's just have you do a basic attack. Or if I defend, that'll get you a bunch of TP back, I think. Let's try defending for once. Alright, he only took 5 damage. And we'll see, I guess, during his next turn how much TP he has. So Len's just went back up to 10. Rob's is still just sitting at 5. Alright, and Sweets restore some TP. So let's give some Sweets to Len, because she has the most powerful attack with the Water Thrust. Here comes another Earthquake. Hit points are still doing okay. So you are going to Water Thrust, and this will actually bring down my overdrive meter, but that's good right now. Oh, and apparently that was enough. Okay, it was definitely a longer battle. I used some items in order to manage it. We got a chance to see what Ultra moves are like. And we were fortunate that a Sandworm just happened to appear. Oh, Grimoire Shard gained. That gives me, like, multiple, like, more, like, skill upgrades or something, I think. But we were lucky that the Sandworm, like, stopped the bandits. Except for now, they're still alive, maybe? What's going on here? Rob! If you don't want to end up like your buddy, you better spit out what you're up to. Long live farm sport. Alright. Knock him down. Stop it, Rob. This is unnecessary. Their lives are unnecessary. Make it quick. I'm not taking orders from the likes of you. Ouch. Curses! The only way you treat prisoners... the way you treat prisoners, one could mistake you for a nobleman. Tell me, what's your plan? Gonna put an end to this festival. The peace is not real. Everyone's waiting for the new war. A new war? These 150 years have produced a royal line of warlords. They've no idea on how to deal with peace. It's all fake. All they long for is another war, and we're helping them get it. You're planning an assassination. Peace cannot be your enemy. We yearn for peace just like everyone, but this current state is nothing more than a breather at Ascania's expense. Terran is using the peace treaty to recover from the explosion a year ago. Okay, this is actually some useful information now. Our Chancellor is a fool and doesn't see it. We'll make the decision in his stead. The new war will bring true peace eventually for everyone. At birth, every man is equal. Stop babbling. You're rats from the moment your mothers threw you out in the world. Do not speak of equality. And now tell me, or I will slit your throat. Who was that man before? How many of you are there? Long live Farnsport. Long live Volandis. Farnsport, I think it's the name of their town, and Volandis was like the name of the whole continent or world or something, I think. And I presume Rob's going to kill... Oh! He just impaled himself on Rob's sword. Rob! I think. Probably better this way. If we leave this rat alive, it will bite the next opportunity it gets. It might have been Rob who was doing the killing there. I might have misunderstood the pixel animation. I'm not sure. I forbid you to kill a helpless person in my presence ever again. Do you understand? Yes, princess. Right. She's acting in the role of city guard, but she's actually the princess of... I forget the names of all these towns. We'll return and report to the commander. A line of warlords. Does this apply to my brother as well? Right, her brother is like Prince of the town, I guess, and we saw his name, I think, when she was first introduced. It's the dancing town, and they're dancing, and marching, and playing music, and pulling carts, and perhaps some other things I didn't really notice. Seems like nothing has happened so far. I guess we foiled the plan. There was something about a riot at the East Gate, and I'm not sure that we saw that, though. What if there's more of them? What if the plan B? I have a bad feeling about this. Let's report to the commander. He'll know how to act. He's probably wondering where we are anyway. There are 2 people who we're now following. Ooh, are we going to, like, join other people in the story? Victor. Is something amiss? Heinlein. Are you sure, my lord? Is this parade not as worthy a stage for you? They had a wagon prepared just for you. My dear Heinlein, sometimes I prefer the way through the orchestra pit. But it is quite loud here. I'll take the noise of the crowd over the whispers of the court any day. Forgive me, what does a simple servant like me know about the problems of such a famous man like you? Alright, backstory. Victor. One does not need to be a powerful king or queen to be famous all around Eldria. Sir Victor of Arcadia is living proof that a civilian can gain such prestige. As the author of stage plays and poems, he's written himself into the hearts of many. Having developed the first letterpress machine, he was able to distribute his works to every corner of the world and accumulate vast wealth. Alright, so he's a writer and an inventor. Chi, now give me a break. People forget sometimes, but I'm not a nobleman. So let's cut the charade. Let's just take me backstage and show me where the fun is. Very well, Sir Victor. Alright. And here we are. May I cordially invite you to participate in a variety of fun games. Games are played with so-called chips. Take these 50. Try to accumulate as many as you can. Once you're done, you can exchange the chips for prizes north of the plaza. Have fun! This is more to my taste. She. Okay, receive new quest. Finish quest. Okay, so now I'm controlling Victor, and it appears we get to play mini-games at the festival. I think is what's going on. How's it going? You currently have 50 chips. I hope you have a lot of fun. If you run out of chips, pay me a visit. I see, and presumably there'll be like gambling games or something. I just arrived here. Why should I leave? Alright. I have a sense, since it seems like this is a good boundary in terms of things that we have done and what is yet to come, I think this will be a good... Oh, Victor has skills. Hold on. Let's go check out Victor's skills and learn some. Because he only has... He has 3 things. He's got TP regen. He has an offensive buff. He has a magic attack, and he has 2 more stars that he could spend on a wind attack, some passives, some stats, and then I suppose after I've learned 6 more skills, so like 9 of the 12 up here, then we gain access to learning more skills over here. Okay, I get it. So what would I like Victor to have? I don't know. Do I know, actually? Let's take a look at what equipment he has. Looks like he's got, alright, a rapier and a priest robe. So I get a sense of, like, the type of character he is. So if I wanted to learn skills, what's pressure point? He has an earth attack. That could give him a wind attack. Heavy armor bonus. But he's not wearing heavy armor, it doesn't seem like. Defense up, that might be good. It seems like he might be a little bit squishy. Let's give him defense up. And let's also give him some health points. Health is rarely a bad stat, it seems like. Okay, so I spent his skill points. Fantastic. Okay, so having done that, I got rid of the little pop-up in the bottom left. And so now, I think this is a good place to go ahead and call it an episode boundary. So I'm going to save here. Is there a reason for me to have multiple saves? I don't know that there is, really. Yeah, so I'm just going to overwrite this one. All right. And next time we will pick up with Victor and play some games and presumably learn more backstory. And again, I saw a review of this game, watched one, and it seems like kind of like in some of the Final Fantasy games or whatever, like we're going to follow a few different stories and then they're going to kind of come together and we're going to have a big party to select characters from. So I think that's where this is going. In any case, I'm going to say I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Chained Echoes. For now, bye-bye.